Right. So if you've been following me on social media or stalking me in real life, you will know that the basis on which I select stocks, the award-winning basis on which I select stocks, is based on looking at the valuation, the revenue growth, dividend yields, cash flow, such as cash return on capital invested, a formula invented by Deutsche Bank used by Goldman Sachs to tell their richest clients, which no longer includes Russians, which stocks to pick, and also looking at consistent outperformance of the market, so Sortino and Alpha, both of which, because coming from the hedge fund background, those are the things that we're asked the most. And sometimes I like to see as an overlap with what those clever people from Goldman Sachs might have come up with. Now, they believe that these 50 high dividend growth stocks trading at large discounts to the S&P 500 are worth looking at because they've historically outperformed the market in periods of hot inflation. So let's have a look at those and see if there's any overlap with my pre-filtered list, which is a lot more stringent than Goldman Sachs, for instance. And most things are more stringent than Goldman Sachs, for instance. I don't have any Russian clients, unlike them, but they don't any longer now by the looks of it either. I don't think the other banks can say the same. Enough of that. Lumen Technologies, it's not in my pre-filtered list, but I've put the key data now for this. I'm going to go through all 50. I'll move my fat face out of the way. I know some of you will want to look at that, but the vast majority will have some taste. Verizon Communications, not on the approved list. Omnicom, not. Interpublic, not. Comcast, not. Whirlpool, not. It's on their list. It's good enough for them. It's not good enough for Mr. Patel, though. Best Buy, and this means my SIP, or my ISA, or my son's SIP and ISA. Darden Restaurants, Tapestry, Ford Motor Company, not on my approved list. Conagra Brands, whoever the hell they are. Molson Coors, not on my pre-filtered list. PepsiCo. Devon Energy is 7.8% expected dividend yield for 2022. Well, they're in the energy business, so they can certainly well afford to pay that. And they've got a market cap of $29 billion. I don't own it at the moment, although I reserve the right to do so. Remember, anything that I pick, and again, it goes to my pre-filtered list, anything that I pick would be held for 12 months and sold if it drops, under usual rules, 25% from the highest it's been since I purchased it. Pioneer Natural Resources, the clue's in the name. 12-month holding, if it drops 25% from the peak, 6.4% dividend yield. Remember, my criteria are based not just on dividends, but on valuation, revenue growth, cash flow, and all the other factors I already mentioned. Huntington Bank shares, or Bonk shares. Invesco, T. Rowe Price Group, previously was on my pre-filtered list, I think about 2 years ago, but hasn't been, and just as well hasn't been for the past year or so. Morgan Stanley, get out of Russia, Morgan. Regions Financial, JP Morgan Chase, same message to you guys. Gilead Sciences, Viatris. AbbVie is, and that's been on for a while. It's actually a very popular one amongst hedge funds generally, and it's the combination of the volatility being relatively low and other such factors. Okay, so valuation and so on. Dividend yield not blowing your socks off, but it'll be the other factors such as valuations on there. Merck, no. Amgen, no. Bristol Myers Squibb, no. Organon, Snap-on, United Parcel Services, Fastenal, Johnson Control International, HP, Intel, Broadcom makes my list as well. Now, remember, if, let's say we did this last month and something was on my list last month and it isn't this month, we don't trade our investments. We're holding for 12 months. So remember, we don't trade our investments. Texas Instruments, not. Corning, not. You can pause this anytime. Paychecks, NXP Semiconductors. Feel free to comment on any of this. If your comments are useful, I will try and reply back to them. If they are purely about how amazing you are, then it helps my algorithms anyway and make sure that I am reached by more people. So please do make those comments. If you're a troll, you really help the algorithms because there's a direct correlation between anger and social media reach. So thank you to the trolls. I might be the only person who likes trolls. Packaging of America, Simon Property Group, NRG Energy. So these are the ones. These are the ones. Devon Energy, Pioneer Natural Resources, AbbVie, Broadcom. These are not stock recommendations because I don't know your individual circumstances. So I couldn't possibly give you individual advice when I don't know who I'm talking to. It's more just so you understand some of the thinking processes, and the information might help make you a better investor. have a look at my campaignfor1million.com and you'll be able to download my books, follow me on Telegram, see more up-to-date information, all completely for free. And that's not because I've been sanctioned. It's just because I'm a nice person, unlike the Russian leadership. Thank you.